everyone. Welcome to the sessions of Computational Mathematics. In this session we are going to discuss tautology, contradiction and logical equivalence of the statements. Let's define tautology. A tautology is a compound statement which is always true irrespective of the truth values of the component statements. So in our compound statement we have component statements. So component statements are joined using logical connectivities in order to construct a compound statement. So here our component statements truth value determine the truth value of our compound statement. In our tautology, what happens? Our compound statement will always true irrespective of the truth values of its component statements. Let's see the example. Here we have one example. P then Q is a tautology. Let's take the values, truth values for P and Q as true and false respectively. When P is true and Q is false, that is P then Q will become false. True then false is false from our truth table of our conditional statements. Then we have P then Q. So P value is true, P then Q is true then false, which will become false. Then T true or false, which give rise to true. So this is according to our disjunction or truth table. True or false will become true. So the final value, truth value of our statement is true irrespective of the truth values of P and Q. This is the example for tautology. Next is contradiction. So it is a compound statement whose value is always false irrespective of the truth values of the component statements. Let's see example for this. P and negation of P is a contradiction. If we take P value as false, then false and negation of false will become true. Then false and true is always false only. Only true and true will become true. But here we have one false statement and other true statement. So its compound statement value will become false. So this is what the contradiction is. Irrespective of the truth values of the component statements, the compound statement is always false. Next one is logical equivalence. Two statements are said to be logically equivalent or said to be equivalent if they have same truth values. So we consider two statements here. Two statements are said to be equivalent if their truth values are same. Example, here let's take the first statement. P then Q is logically equivalent to negation of Q then negation of P. So if we take P value as true and Q value as false, then P then Q, that is true then false, is false. Next, let's consider the second statement. Negation of Q then negation of P. Negation of Q means negation of false, that is true. Then negation of P. Negation of P means negation of true, which is false. So our statement will become true then false. So true then false give rise to false only. So here Q then P and negation of Q then negation of P. Both are giving the same truth value, that is false only. So we can say that here these two statements are equivalent to each other. So this is about the logical equivalence. So in this section we discussed tautology, contradiction and logical equivalence of the statements. Thank you.